Welcome to the Expanding Your Search and Stopping for Directions podcast with Brent and Jody Bailey. We are growing our circles of connections and knowledge together with encouraging conversations and positive communications. Today, Brent and Jody welcome
author of the brand new book, Life by Intention, Krystal Zellmer.
And now, Brent and Jody Bailey.
Hi, everybody. It's Brent Bailey. Welcome to Expanding Your Search and Stopping for Directions. We are live today. I hope you're having a great day. It is Wednesday, and Jody and I are here. We don't even know what to do. We're in the house by ourselves. Our kids are with my parents, and it's like a weird. It's like that movie where you're just like, I don't know what to do with my hand. I don't know what to do with myself. I just feel so weird. But I'm going to head over to the tech booth real quick, and there's Jody over there. And it's like
I'm doing quite a few things here.
Right? Yeah. It's you can tell that we are what's the right word? Short-handed today.
We are.
So,
I kind of can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Yeah. So we're without our main guy today. So Preston's not here with us. So we
I'm sorry.
We don't have any sound coming out of my computer. There you go. So, hey, there it is. All right. So,
sorry, everyone.
Yeah. It's like I said, we don't even know what to do.
We don't know what to do. So, our precious child.
All right. So it's amazing what happens when you get used to somebody pushing buttons for you.
It is.
You forget what buttons you're supposed to push.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, listen, we got a great show regardless of all of that today because Krystal Zellmer is here. And those of you who are familiar with Krystal, her dad was Brian Klemmer, who started Klemmer & Associates, is one of the most transformational experiential learning programs that you can go through anywhere in the world. And so we got her on. She's going to be talking about her brand new book. And it's so awesome to see Krystal finally getting into authoring books. And this just came out not too long ago. And so we're going to be talking about her book today, Life by Intention. So.
Yes, and she's such a great speaker, too. Oh, my gosh. She really blew us away.
She really is. So, anyway, her husband, Adam, are some of our most favorite people to hang out with when we go to the Increase events and things like that. So,
there I am. I can hear myself.
There you go. All right, so now that we're here and we're live and everything is settled, what's going on around the country today, Jody?
Well, today, again, we talk about missing our child here. That he's a young man. He's not a child. But today is National Bubba Day. And Bubba is another word for brother. Yeah. And so, if he was here, I'd be like, you can call your little brother Bubba. Every once in a while, I do call my kids Bubba. Yeah. Hey, Bubba. So I find myself doing that. But National Bubba Day.
Where I come from in Kentucky, Bubba is a whole nother different.
It is.
Very few people meant it to mean brother. It was like a nickname for rednecks. So, yeah. So anyway,
Kentucky now.
Yeah. So, happy Bubba Day, everybody.
Yes, happy Bubba Day. So the next one is National Running Day. Now, we're going to go through some other things that National Running Day actually would be very beneficial for those of you that like to run and like to really be fit. National Running Day. So I know that
I started running about 10 years ago. I never ran. I never ran in my life unless I was trying to get to a buffet or something. I never ran before, really was not a runner. And then, of course, now, for those of you who knew me, I was a huge individual then. And I don't mean just status. I mean, I was a physically big person.
Yeah.
And I'm not small now, but I was extremely large then, 400 plus pounds. And I started with the aid of a lap band, but then I started walking, and then I started jogging, and then I got into it. And actually, even I never was excited to go running, but I will say I can see why people like it so much, because you can just zone out, process the events of the day, get that high from the adrenaline and everything. And so if you're a runner, I get you, and it is something that's very rewarding. So.
Yes. And talking about running, the next is Rocky Road Day.
so run to the Rocky Road.
Rocky Road
ice cream
Day.
parlor.
Yeah.
Get you a Rocky Road.
Yeah, and then go
run home and just burn it all off.
Yeah. But it's also
that's logical.
Yeah, Rocky Road ice cream. You like that, Brent?
Oh my God, yes.
You like Rocky Road ice cream?
For years, I was not allowed to have it because I ate it one time in the car and got it everywhere. And my parents were like, "You're not getting that."
They got mad at you. Yeah, that would be our second son, Peyton. He would eat it in the car and absolutely would get. And it's got marshmallows. He loves marshmallows.
Ever since we got here, I rediscovered it. And started getting the Ben & Jerry's
Rocky Road
little pints or whatever it is. It's so good.
So, but what you should eat your Rocky Road with as a dessert to your rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's today National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Right.
We like rotisserie chicken.
So if you eat a healthy dinner with rotisserie chicken, which Publix makes the best, you just go in, grab one, and out the door. But then you go ahead and jump in with have your rotisserie chicken, and you can talk yourself into being healthy.
Yeah,
then
exactly.
I ate healthy for dinner so I can have Rocky Road.
And I ran today, so exactly.
It's all relative.
Yeah. So let's change from food to it's also now I hesitate in saying this, but it's leave the office early day.
Yeah. Now, people are going to get in trouble with that.
They are going to get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble for saying it. However, I will say this. It is Wednesday, and for a lot of people around the country, around the world, Wednesday night is church night. And so if you are an organization that encourages your employees to go to church, allow them maybe to leave 30 minutes early. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for you, Pastor, to be to encourage that.
I have no problem with letting people go home early. Yeah. I don't care about that. I mean,
as long as they get their work done, go home, have dinner, get your family, come back to church.
I mean, the thing is if it's an important thing and you can't leave, that's one thing.
Right.
But if you're just keeping them there just to fulfill the they need to punch the clock, whatever.
Yeah.
If they're done, let them go.
Leave the office early. So, we've got one more. Do you have anything?
I got some stuff we can talk about.
Okay, I'm going to give you this one more. It's First Ladies Day. And this day...
That's you. You're a first lady.
I am. I'm the first lady of the church. And of Direction Church. So, First Lady Day, but we are talking about...
What do we need to do for you today? What is it that we do?
I just, I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, what's the tradition of First Lady?
Well, tradition really is all about First Lady in the White House. So it commemorates the birthday of Martha Washington. So, but I would encourage, there was a book that we visited Washington, D.C. when I was a child and got these books that had a picture and a story. And there's something about it that's so nostalgic to me. Picture and story of every first lady up until that time.
Oh.
And it's just, different facts about first ladies. And it just was really a great thing. So learn something about our first ladies. Not necessarily, you can learn something about Jill Biden, but go ahead and do some
study.
But it's bigger
than her.
It's
bigger. All the
it's
first
all
ladies.
of them.
It's,
There's
it's
so
Melania. It's Michelle.
It is. It's what did they do before they
Laura.
became the first lady? I mean, Laura was a teacher.
It's Barbara.
There's.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, no, we could.
Nancy.
But, yeah.
Rosalind.
You can keep going, but
Betty.
discover for yourself something about our first ladies, because they're not just there. They are serving a purpose.
I don't remember Nixon's wife's name, but I do know Johnson's wife's name was Lady Bird.
Lady Bird, exactly. So,
and of course, Jackie was before her.
Yes. So there's a lot of information you can learn. Yes. So,
all right. Well, as you know, Father's Day is coming. It's around the bend.
It is around the bend.
Maybe a week and a half away. And it's no secret that dads, especially the older they get, they have horrible taste in shoes, and it's because I think it's a comfort thing. By the time you get to a certain age, I'm glad I haven't got there yet. That I would rather look good than feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, but New Balance, of course, New Balance is very popular amongst the dads of America.
Yes.
And one of the companies has decided to build a koozie. You know what a koozie is?
Yeah.
Little thing you put your Coke or your beer or whatever it is that you drink. It's for a can, and it keeps it cool.
Yes.
They are building a New Balance koozie, especially for Father's Day, and it looks as corny as it sounds. It looks like a New Balance shoe that has been wrapped in a circle. I wish I could show you the picture of it. That your drink can slide into, and it's a New Balance dad koozie for Father's Day. So
interesting. Very
all
interesting.
you dads out there, I think you should be asking your kids to get you that for your for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Because then it would match your shoes that you wear, and your baggy jeans. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah. Interesting,
I thought that was
right?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what's going on, I guess, around the country. And so right now, let's jump in with our guest, and let's expand your search. My guest today is Krystal Zellmer. She is an international transformational facilitator. Say that with a mouthful of peanut butter, and that'll make sure that you get tongue-tied really good. She's an international transformational facilitator. She is doing that in something called experiential learning and leadership training. She is an author. She is a platform speaker. She is at this year's Increase event. She was definitely one of the best speakers that was there this year. Although professionally in the personal development field, she's been doing this since 2012. Krystal was raised by the international leading trainer of corporate America, if you will, Brian Klemmer. She has gone on to become the co-owner of his training company since his tragic passing in 2011. She is committed to continuing the legacy of Klemmer, continues to positively impact lives all around the world. We have been trying to get her on for the last several weeks, and finally we got a day that we could get her on. So please welcome back to the program one of our favorites, Krystal Zellmer. Hey!
Hey! Good to be back.
Oh, man. It's so good to see you and good to have you, and everything going well?
Everything is going great, yes. I feel like it's only been the blink of an eye since I saw you guys last.
Right?
It's fast, and it's been great.
I know that since you got back from Hawaii, as has it been with us, it's been a whirlwind, I'm sure. I know that you were back for a few days, and then you were leaving again to go somewhere else.
I was in Arizona for about 7 days, I guess, and then 7-8 days. And I leave tomorrow for Dallas, Texas, and then after that, San Diego.
Do they just are you like Norm for Cheers when you walk into O'Hare Airport? They just go, Krystal! Is that how it works there?
I'm working on that status on the air.
You just walk in, hey everybody, and everybody's in unison, says Krystal. That's awesome. First of all, let me just say we always have a blast with you and your husband, and he is becoming one of my top 5 favorite people. I mean, he's just great, and it's always great to be with you and hang out with you. But let me say this, and I know I said it to you there, but let me say it again. Congratulations on this book. It is amazing. The cover is awesome. Everything about it is great, and we couldn't be happier for you.
Well, thank you. I am really excited, and my goal is it blesses people. So if good can come out of 2020, which I know that it did, I hope this book is listed among those things.
Well, and it's funny that you say that, because I know that you were always talking about, maybe getting into some of this stuff, but 2020 kind of almost forced your hand a little bit because everything kind of slowed down. I don't like to use this term very often, but this is really a COVID blessing.
It is absolutely a COVID blessing. Yeah.
All right.
And it's interesting because I honestly was mad. I was like, I obviously travel and love to be at live events. I think live events is, you can get incremental growth in learning on books and tape, things like that's great. But in live trainings, experiential trainings is where exponential growth happens. And so I'm a fan of that. And when all of that was being canceled, I was like, whoa, totally in my stuff around, I felt like I didn't have any choice. I didn't feel like I had any way out. I felt victim to the situation. And I started to look at a more evolved way of being and asking myself, okay, that's what you can't do. What can you do? Which is how the book came to be.
So before I go on to that, you said something there, and I just want to kind of get your feet on that. What is it about experiential learning that it causes us to learn so much better or so much more exponentially than reading it or hearing a lecture or whatever?
Yeah, so basically it's different levels of learning, right? So when you're working with books and things like that, you're really working on your conscious mind. You're working in your reason and your logic. When you do experiential learning, you're going straight to the heart of the situation, if you can excuse my poor pun there, your subconscious. And when you're dealing with your subconscious, that's where you have revelation. And when you can have a shift in your subconscious thinking patterns, when you recognize them, have a revelation and shift them, that's when you have quantum leaps of change in a very short period of time. And you'll see exponential growth instead of incremental growth.
I know that when we did personal mastery with your dad, and it was a special thing that he did for Bob in his office. And so it was really, I know that every one of the seminars is always powerful, but we were such a small group and we had such access to him, and he was able to take his time. And that day, I still remember that day. I mean, I had a headache at the end of the first day, at the end of the second day, because I was learning. So it was a good headache. And that's when he taught us the whole bird thing and we did all of that. But I know I still look back at those 2 days as like benchmarks that I did learn more probably in those 2 days than I had a long time. So it's powerful. It is powerful. So let's get into your book. I mean, Life by Intention. I know just from being around you and around your dad before that, I know that intention really, my definition of it changed. But I know that that's probably where we're headed here. But what prompted you to write this book? What really got you into it?
Yeah, what really prompted me to write the book was how I was feeling so stuck in 2020. And I thought, what can I do? And what I could do is I could write a book. I could get some tools into people's hands that I thought and felt would make a difference in the season we were in and the season we were going to come out of, because the cultural shift that will happen as a result of the circumstances that have happened over the last year and a half are going to be real. And we're going to have opportunities to overcome those shifts. So in Life by Intention, the formula that I walk through in the entire book is really intention plus mechanism equals results, which is all about how to solve a problem when you have no idea what to do. And for most of us, we had lots of problems in 2020 that we had no idea how to solve. And that's why I thought it would be such a good fit for this period of time.
So I know that we don't want to give it all away, but we do want to whet some people's appetites. Give us a little sneak peek here. What is Life by Intention? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, so we're talking about designing your life. We're talking about being intentional in the goals you set and in the life you choose to have, regardless of circumstance, and really how to activate your faith in pursuit of those goals, because with God, all things are possible. Yeah. So the book is really taking goal setting and refining of goals, vision and purpose for your life, and then mixing it with faith, because they're so intertwined, and expediting your results. The formula works 100 times out of 100 when you use it, and when you really dive into this formula, you're going to see why.
Yeah, I know the formula, and so I'm trying to not give the toothpaste out of the toothpaste tube here, but how do we lock in on? Well, I guess probably the easier word is what is an intention? Would be probably the best way to go here. When you say life by intention, because I see so many people do something and they go, "Well, I didn't intend that," and it's like, when I know what I know now, I kind of go, "Well, are you sure?"
Probably did.
Yeah.
Based on our intention. So I'm clean that not everybody uses the same definition for every word, and we communicate way better when we are defining words the same way. Our definition, not the end all be all, and it will support the book in making sense, for intention is your deepest, most passionate commitment. So intention is your deepest, most passionate commitment. And that's why I think, Brent, you can say you probably did intend it, because based on that definition, it was the thing that you were most deeply committed to. Doesn't make it good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just the thing that you were most committed to happening.
Now, in your experience in teaching it this way, there are some people that when they learn these kind of things, they kind of will condemn themselves if something does turn out of their life, it was by accident or whatever. You guys aren't eclipsing that accidents. They still happen, right?
Totally, absolutely. Accidents. There is a difference in my experience. I probably am biting off more.
No. You go right ahead. That's open-ended. Whatever you want to say there.
So for me, an accident would intertwine with being victim to. So it can be accidentally a good thing or accidentally a bad thing. But if something's an accident in my life, I'm victim to what is. I'm not suggesting that there's no one who has been victimized on the planet, but I don't think that you're ever a victim to your circumstance. So it's two different mindsets.
Yeah.
So for me, could something happen on accident? It could, and I'm going to guess that there were lots of choices set up before that accident occurred, which actually played a part in the end result.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to probably head in the direction of, and I'm not saying what you said is it was great. I see what you're saying, and it's outstanding. But I know that a lot of people, when they say that wasn't my intention, it's usually because of what they did to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings. That was not my intention. You know, and I know that there is such a thing as collateral damage sometimes. When we do things, it does rub people the wrong way or what have you. I guess what I'm trying to ask is, there are things that do happen in our lives still that we didn't necessarily intend to happen. And you're not condemning people that have had those things happen to.
Oh no! In my experience, guilt is kind of a chicken's way out.
Yeah.
Guilt is what we choose, because usually guilt is easier to choose than change. So, I'm not suggesting guilt serves you really. I would venture to say ever. Being in a place where you're contemplating your choices and activating change, that absolutely serves. But shame and guilt and all of that, I don't think is what we were created for. So, in terms of, I didn't intend that to happen, we're just working off two different definitions. I would say, based on results, it was your deepest commitment for that to happen. And that doesn't make you bad. It just means that you were most committed to that in that moment.
So good. So good. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the company. And I know that you guys are finally back into, meeting in person, and that's why you're going like crazy. What makes these seminars different from other companies or other seminars?
Yes, we are experiential, and that to me is what makes us different and unique. So you'll come to our training and you actually do the work, which I think is a very incredible system. You pay us to come to a training and you do all the work, which is great. You get to play detective in your own life. You'll have experiences, games, and exercises that are set up for you to get to take a look at yourself and how you show up in real time, so that you can learn the lessons in a seminar room, a safe place, that usually life would teach you at a much, much higher price. That's what makes us so different, is how experiential we are, which is why whatever change you want to create in your life is possible, because you're coming and doing the work in the direction of your choice.
Folks, this is Krystal Zellmer. Krystal Klemmer Zellmer. She is the daughter of Brian Klemmer of the Klemmer & Associates, and she has written a new book called Life by Intention. We're going to put it up on the screen right now. Look at that. That's a great-looking cover, and just an all-around great message in the book. There it is. Transform your thoughts and start living the life of your dreams. If you are interested in this and you'd like to get a copy of it, right there, it says it at the top, #1 Amazon bestseller. You can go to Amazon and pick up a copy. Right there, you can go to Klemmer.com and I'm sure order the book from there. Also, you can follow on all the social media platforms, Krystal Zellmer and Krystal_Zellmer on Facebook and Instagram, or Klemmer Seminars on Facebook and Instagram. And they do have a YouTube channel. Just type in the words Klemmer, and you can follow along with that. Krystal, before we let you go, if somebody's very interested in pursuing coming to a seminar, what's the next step?
Yeah, message us. We are here to support you. We are in about 4 to 5 different locations every month on average. So we hope to be in an area near you, or you can fly to see us anywhere in the country right now. 3 days, it can change your life. So if something you're interested in, email me, Krystal, Krystal @Klemmer.com. I would be honored to support you.
Incredible. It's so good to see you. Always good to have you on the program. And we just keep wishing nothing but luck for the new book. And once more, if you'd like to get a copy of it, you can go to Amazon and pick up a copy of it, or to Klemmer.com and pick up a copy of it. Give your big husband a big hug from me, and tell him that I miss him and I love him and can't wait to see him again. And your boys and Kimberly and everybody at the office, tell them we said hi, and we hope to see you soon.
Will do. Love you guys. Take care. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right. That is Krystal Zellmer, everybody. And now let's stop for directions. Intention. Your deepest goal, your deepest thing that you want to get done. That's something that really changed my life when we went through the Klemmer & Associates personal mastery seminar. It was something that really rocked me to my core, that whenever I go to start doing something, do I really want to have this happen, or am I just performing lip service to everybody else to make them think that I do? This is one of the greatest battles that if you will actually settle it in your heart that what your intention is what you're going to accomplish. That's one of the greatest battles of your mind. And once you do it and you cross that platform, you'll learn to set the right goals at the right time for yourself. You won't be out just saying things and making a great big wish list of things that are empty promises. You actually become laser focused. And that's the point that everybody is trying to get to. They're trying to get to a place in their life where when they say it, they know that it's going to happen. And I would encourage you to pick up a copy of Krystal's book, because she walks you through a process of how to become that kind of focused. You may get all hung up on how am I going to get this done and what happens if I don't get it done. Those are all distractions. Those are all things that have been put in place to keep you from being everything that you want to be. So, with that in mind, clearly define what your life is wanting to be. What are you wanting to see happen? Are you wanting to get closer to God? Are you wanting to lose weight? Are you wanting to do something extraordinary with your life? Why don't you go ahead and take the time to clearly define that so that you can make that the intention of your life and watch your life become it. That's what Paul was saying when he said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You don't have to worry about being strong enough to do it. You just have to get laser focused on what it is that you're wanting to do. That's going to wrap it up for the show today. My thanks again to Krystal Zellmer of Klemmer & Associates. Thanks so much for her stopping by. Listen, folks, for her, she's got a lot going on, and we're so grateful for her time today. If you'd like to pick up a copy, go by Amazon.com and pick it up. It's called Life by Intention. Thanks again to Jody over there at the tech booth for another great show today. Until next time, we hope that you found what you were looking for as you took the time today to expand your search and stop for directions. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for joining us today. Connect with us on @ExpandingYourSearch on Facebook and Instagram and @ExpandingSearch on Twitter. Relive any of our episodes on YouTube. We're available wherever podcasts are found, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. You can also download the Direction Ministries app on iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. Take some time today to expand your search and stop for directions.